football fans, we're back at JPL TV. I'm your host, Jeanae Robinson, and some of you may know me as the Sports Girlie. This week, we're here at Catherine Hall, all the way on the west side to talk to the coach, Rodolfo Zapata. You may hear some Espanol, you may hear some Pata, but you gotta stick around to find out.
Hi everyone, my name is Chantal Hill-Afonso. I am the marketing manager for Sunshine Snacks for Jamaica, and today we're here at CVM News House and we are formally announcing our amazing partnership with the Jamaica Professional Football League and Sunshine Snacks. We'll be marrying into a 3-year deal.
Sunshine Snacks is elated and excited to be a part of this merger, this partnership, this sponsorship.
History in the making. Sunshine Snacks and Professional Football Jamaica Limited have significantly inked the partnership today.
Thank you Sunshine Snacks.
Big up to Montego Bay United. Sunshine Snacks is coming with a full force to power up the entire Montego Bay. Bless.
As a proud supporter of the powerful, Sunshine Snacks is excited to be here today to announce this historic news.
You don't know how long this making, like the peanut them. This is a bake like the peanut them, you know how long?
Someone around here loves spirits, and we are in the spirit of talking about everything Montego Bay United. Coach Zapata, we're here today, and we know you as a coach. We've seen you on the television. You look amazing on screen. And Argentine now in Jamaica. But what got you into coaching in the first place?
Well, first of all, welcome to Montego Bay. Welcome to the beautiful Montego Bay. I'm so proud to be in your country and to be part of the Jamaica Premier League. And I don't know.
Well, you're here now, and you've been all around the world. You've been to Africa, you've been to Fiji.
So Argentine seems to be the way to go.
Canada, the United States. Now you're in Jamaica, all Caribbean countries. Why would you choose this one to coach, be a part of this league, be a part of such a rich club with a rich legacy? What was behind the choice and the thought process?
Well, yeah, you're right. I have many years of experience as professional player in Argentina, in Africa, Fiji national team. And when chairman called me, we spoke, we shared ideas about. I like it because he has fresh and new idea for Jamaica Premier League.
Yeah.
And I started to analyze the team last season. I saw a lot of good players, and I say, yeah, we can fight for the league. We can fight for the league, and we start to work together, board members, coaching staff, and myself. We did a great preseason, and we set high standards. I mean, and I think that that's the key. You need to set, in any activity, you need to set high standards and then start to chase them. But that standard should be realistic.
Yeah.
So my task is clear, to try to finish in the top 6 and then fight for the league.
Well, you have a wealth of experience. I know you won in the Botswana Premier League. Would you consider that one of your highest accomplishments in your career so far, or is there anything else that we don't know about?
No, well, it's not easy to win the league in any country. All over the world, it's not easy. But I work in the US for more than 15 years, the US Olympic Development Program. I work in Canada, so I know the area of CONCACAF pretty well. I had the honor to work with more than 30 international African players from different national teams. So for that experience, I mean, I built my own coaching program.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to explain to my boys here in Montego Bay.
We're going to get into that, but I want to, you talked about all of these countries. How much languages does Coach Zapata speak?
Was Espanol, Italian,
Sí.
Portuguese,
Ooh.
sí, and English.
Of course, English, and you're pretty fluent at it. But the biggest language of all, Patois, have you learned it yet?
No, yet.
Okay, let's try it. Say, Wagwan, Jamaica.
Wagwan, Jamaica.
Oh, Wagwan, Jamaica.
Wagwan, Jamaica.
Yeah.
What's going on, Jamaica?
Say,
Wagwan.
up in a them hometown.
Wagwan, Jamaica.
Yes, okay, let's leave it right there.
That's it. Wagwan, Jamaica.
Yes, okay, let's leave it right there. So, Coach, we're talking about Montego Bay United. How would you compare the level of competition here in Jamaica? Or let's talk about it from the league's perspective. We see Cavalier, we see Don't Behold, and all of these clubs. Talk to me about the competition that you are seeing on face value.
And this league is different like other leagues in the world. That let's put this in this way. If you see the English Premier League, you're going to see the 4 or 5 teams control the league. Over here is totally different. The bottom team, the team who are in the bottom position can even beat or make a good game against the top one. So believe me, it's not easy.
But you said that point, but a lot of people have controversial views on that because they believe that it's not proper representation of a club's success in the season. When the 3 rounds have finished and you've competed, they don't necessarily see the point of the playoffs because, you know, they think that they've deserved their spot after a long season. Do you think that it matters, or is that competition healthy for football in Jamaica?
Yeah, the Jamaica Premier League is totally different if you compare with other leagues in the world, because all the leagues, there are, for example, in Spain, there are 3 teams that always fight for the league. In the Premier League, there are 4 or 5. But over here, we have, after 39 games, you have to qualify to the top 6.
Yeah.
And believe me, the team who are in the bottom of the league are very tricky, very difficult. They have good coaches, very smart as well. So all the games are difficult, and that's the reason why I want to go step by step and 1 game at a time.
You talk about tasks. We've been hearing you say it so far in the interview. I know teachers tend to have tasks on their board, on their whiteboard. You were once a teacher, and do you think that has helped you in your coaching philosophy, especially when you're going into different atmospheres and environments?
Yeah, because we as coaches, we are teachers. We are teachers, and I love to teach. And I love the challenge to build a winners team. And it takes time. Like I say, there are no miracles in football. There are not shortcuts. So the most important is to have clear goals and realistics in any activity. In football or in any activity, you have to have clear goals, realistics, and then start to work hard. Because if you don't work hard, it's going to be impossible. So sometimes people don't want to sacrifice, don't want to work hard to reach the goal. In this case, we are working hard. We did a great preseason, and the team performance speaks for myself.
And here's Coach Rodolpho Zapata of Montego Bay United. Coach, it was a tight game. It almost seemed as if you were heading for a 0-0 result, but your substitute, it was a brilliant coaching move to get that win in the end.
I'm very proud of my players. They did a great effort. We play like a big club should play. Fighting and playing. Pressing and playing football. Playing football. I'm very proud to be part of this winning organization, starting from chairman to Yellow, to Auntie Michelle and Neil, which is they are the kid manager. Everybody involved have a winning mentality. So that's what I want for Montego Bay. That's what I want for this club, because it has a rich history, and my boys represent inside the field.
And you know,
Well, you talk about being goal-driven and goal-oriented. With any goal-oriented person, they must be aware of the fact that challenges are going to come their way. And this is a long, extensive season. What are some of the challenges you've seen so far? It's been, 9 weeks of football being played with Montego Bay? What are some of the challenges you've seen in the league, even though or despite the fact that you guys have been performing very well?
I think that big clubs should entertain and get results, of course. So I think that big clubs need to entertain, to show to the people good show, good games, good football. So my teams are something that my teams are never going to negotiate. 100% effort and good football. So my main idea is always to play offensive football, to attack and to make a high pressing. If we lose the ball, to try to recover as soon as possible to attack again.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Argentina, and which is also a very competitive environment. So that's what I try to explain to my players and Montego Bay supporters.
Well, you're known for liking young talent. But when I look at your Montego Bay team, you have different age ranges, very mature men and some of them relatively young. How important is development for you? Because even though you've taken on the challenge of coming to Jamaica with a new team, new environment, how important is the development of young players within your tenure at Montego Bay?
We have a really nice mix of experience and young players. It's a long season. I understand that 11 players are going to be happy because they are part of the starting 11.
Yeah.
9 guys are going to be disappointed, and another 10 in the stand are going to be upset with me because they are not even part of the bench. I know the rules. I know that because I was a player, so I know how a player feels. So what I always say to the non-starters, to work hard, to work double, to try to be part of the team, because you never know when the opportunity arises, but you have to be ready. So again, we as manager, we have to manage 30 human beings. It's not only football players, they're human beings with problems and with illusions, families and problems. So the easy thing for a coach is to pick the tactic, and sometimes the formation is easy. But the worst thing is how to manage 30 human beings. So I was clear with them that, again, they need to work hard, and when the opportunity comes, take it.
Yes. You talked about that formation a while ago. So you're going to have at least 10 players in the stands looking on, and they're looking at Zapata's philosophy. Mm-hmm. You usually play a 4-1-4-1 formation, mm-hmm. and Argentinian coaches tend to have the philosophy to focus on a number 10. You want that key player to build your team around. Do you think that you could try something new with Montego Bay, that style, something that you've adapted and placed onto the Mobe team? Or is it just, it's a whole different philosophy that you've had to create?
Yeah, that's a good point, because I work with 10 different tactical systems. And if you pay attention, all those tactical systems you're going to see in a single game, in one game. I had good results with the 4-1-4-1 formation.
Yeah.
Everybody in Jamaica wants to play 4-3-3. They like to play with wings.
Yeah.
Everybody knows 4-4-2. Actually, I have, as a coach, I have to adapt to the player that I have. So I have to change many things, change different tactics. In the last games, we were playing 3-3-3-1. And then, depending on the circumstance, I have to change. So sometimes in a single game, you are going to see 3 or 4 different tactics.
Well, you have a team that has a lot of attackers on it. We have Courtney Allen, we have, what's the one that came from Mount Pleasant? The Mario Phillips.
The Mario Phillips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wayne Gordon. These are players that are experienced. They know what it feels to win, to be the star of the show. How can you control such a powerhouse at the same time as trying to implement your system?
Not easy again. But when you have good players, it is easy.
It's 50-50.
No, it's not easy to manage because everybody wants to play.
Yeah.
But it's easier when you have good players, and I have 30 good players, which is good, but it's also a problem.
No pressure, boys. No pressure. Well, this is the end of the first segment, Coach. We've talked a lot of football, but we're going to go into a bit more of a fun segment to know a little bit more about it. But we're going to take a trip around the track.
Okay.
Because we're here at Catherine Hall. So, guys, go to the next segment.
In what has been years in the making, Chief Executive Officer of the PFJL, Owen Hill, shares how the Sunshine Snacks partnership came about.
It's been a conversation in the making. We understood that having this partnership significantly boost, the ecosystem of football in Jamaica and the wider Caribbean region. We know their brand positioning and where specifically they want to take their own products and services. So it was an easy merger. We wanted to ensure continuity as well. And Sunshine, through Chantel and team, they stepped up big, and we're extremely happy for that.
How does this new alliance change the sponsorship landscape?
It significantly boosts our look and feel. Again, the partnership was strategic, so they selected Montego Bay United, and I think it seamlessly integrates into the overall vision of our league. We want to ensure that we maintain the #1 league in the Caribbean vibe, energy, and again, they're going to bring all the fuel and ensure that everybody is powered up.
Sunshine Snacks Jamaica Marketing Manager Chantel Hill Alfonso highlights how vital this partnership is.
It's very, very important for us. As a brand, we have been very active in the arts and entertainment and music space over the last 5 years or so. And we have been wanting for maybe 2 years to actually partner directly with Jamaica Premier League. And as you can see behind me, our branding for the last 2 years has been hinting our intention with the football in the background. Sports in Jamaica everybody knows it is the biggest thing, whether it's track and field, whether it's football, and we just wanted to be a part of that. This is our very first time that we actually get to partner directly with the sport. We have been doing sponsorship via our media partners, and for what is to come with the World Cup on the helm of, and Jamaica's intent to be a part of World Cup in 2026, I think the decision rests with us to start this partnership right now. And for the next 3 years, Sunshine Snacks and the Premier League will become a family.
How did the chips fall to collaborate with JPL team Montego Bay United?
That was such a tough decision. We looked at all the teams in the league, 14 teams. We looked at where we're located, where our staff is from. We are in Portmore as well as in Montego Bay. And with looking at the development of the league, because we're new to the league, we wanted to partner with somebody who was new and fresh. And after evaluating a couple of the team, we made a decision. Montego Bay has been a focus for us as a brand. And what better space? Montego Bay United has been making significant investment into their team. And we wanted to join hands with a team that is serious about winning. And look, we're already in the season, they're already doing well, and I think the fit was just perfect.
Angela Melville, CVM Sports.
Coach, and we're still here at Catherine Hall. Exciting conversation before. Some questions people may have, but we're going to get into that a little bit later.
Okay.
We're here, it's hot out. We're not on the beach today, but can I call you a Jamaican yardie?
I am.
You are?
A Jamaican yardie.
Yes, love that. Okay, Coach, we're going to talk a little bit about the Jamaican football status, right? As a yardie, I may test you with a little bit of questions.
All right.
But we're going to just walk and talk about what's going on with Montego Bay United.
Beautiful. Montego Bay, beautiful.
So, Coach, when you were getting this opportunity, what were some of the things that grabbed your attention? Because last season, people would have looked at this team and said, well, they fought to get into the top 6. They didn't make it. What would make Coach Zapata want to come to Montego Bay?
Yeah, last season, because of the goal difference, they were out of the top 6. My first idea was to try to rebuild the confidence of the boys.
Yeah.
And we did, because we are in the right way. So I showed to them the path to follow, and then they start to do it for themselves.
And it's just working with the boys. A lot of them came from other teams. So you had it's almost as if we're going to look at all the variables, this is just not the typical situation. You have a whole new team that you're coming to, with players from all over, and you have to make it work.
Well, first of all, board members did a great job, because they bring me quality players. And one of the key of the coaches is to try to adapt quick to the different teams, to the countries, to the culture, to the economic situation. So we as coaches, that's the key. We need to adapt quick because everybody wants to win.
Yes.
And I want to win every single game. So the key is adapt quick, and I did. I have to adapt to the team.
Yes, because you're a yardie.
I'm a yardie now, and well, we are in the right way.
What do you think is the biggest opportunity? You talk about all of that, but what do you think is the biggest opportunity for Jamaican football, both at the club and the national level? Because we were talking about it a little bit off air. So what do you think has been one of the biggest opportunities?
Well, regarding the national team, it's now or never. It's now or never. Because Mexico, Canada, and US are already qualified.
Yes, we have to play the US soon.
Yeah, right.
So.
But they already qualified to the World Cup, so it's a must to Jamaica to be part of the World Cup.
And for the club level, we see a lot of players making it into the national team, but in terms of getting playing time, recognition, they aren't necessarily getting that aspect of it. Do you think that we need to push for more of our local footballers' international system?
Well, yes, definitely. That's one of the Chairman Johnny idea, to try to promote players, because they need to gain experience abroad. And that's one of the points that we share before I came. And I believe there are a lot of talents in the Jamaica Premier League, and even at school level. I look in school level as well, and there are a lot of young talents. So our job as a coach it's important to have a good eyes to pick the proper players. It's also important the support of the board members and the support of the fans.
Well, I don't know how long you plan to stay in Jamaica, but I want to just throw this question out there just in case it happens in the future. Do you think that you'd also do like a high school team, coach a high school team?
I saw I have the honor, there are a lot of good coaches, local coaches here, and I have the honor to share ideas with them. And I follow them because they also coach a school, and they're doing a great job. I cannot tell you one because all of them are good, but that's the future of this country. And
I think that there are better days ahead.
Definitely, yes.
Well, we are here at Catherine Hall, and better days are definitely ahead, because once we couldn't have any matches here, as in televised matches. There weren't much fans here, but you brought back a vibe and a spirit and an aura to Montego Bay United. What was the spunk?
It's football, and the supporters. I mean, to build a winning organization, you need to have, of course, good players,
yes,
the support of board members, support from fans, and a coaching staff. And I have a great coaching staff. So if we have all the four things, my job is simple. What I did is something when I did in Montego Bay, it's something simple. Is I put the shower in the bathroom, the chairs under the table, and the microwave in the kitchen. It's simple like that.
You keep it pretty simple when it comes down to your instructions. So you have a smile on your face all the time. You have your instructions and your regime set in place, but the strict side to Coach Zapata that we don't get to see. How do you, I wouldn't call it scold, but how would you correct your players? Do you have a softer approach, or is it more to attack the problem at hand?
No, I have a lot of conversation with them, private and in a group. And the most important is I put the rules clear since the beginning. And it's simple. The football career is, for a player, is too short. If they are lucky, they can play until the age of 30, 31, 34 maximum if you are lucky.
Yeah.
But sometimes at the age of 21, 22, their career is over. So the most important is the value, is what we as coaches give it to them for the rest of their life.
Well, you can see that being displayed on your team. There are lots of mature players, and I think that the younger ones are looking up to them. But when you have teams that you have to play against, like Cavanagh, they have a relatively young team, right? Not immature in any form, but relatively young in age. How do you compete against that when you have older boys competing against a crop of young players?
No, well, experience is very important. I believe that experience is very important. Other teams like Cavalier, like you say, they have a consistent job for the last 4 or 5 years, or more as well. So chairman took the team last year.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like I said before, in football there are no miracles and there are no shortcuts. So it's a process. You have to trust the process, and it's a long-term program. In the short term, I want to win. In the short term, I want to win every game. In the long term, is of course to promote players and improve the team. And that's the reason why I would like to invite Montego Bay supporters to follow the team and be patient, because we are working hard and we are in the right way.
We're in the sun and we got to go because we have to enjoy the scenery of Montego Bay. We have to sit down, we have to probably drink a little bit of spirits, as you were talking earlier.
Okay.
But what are some of the things that you're looking forward to for the rest of the season? It's very long. The first round is coming to a close very soon. We're going into the second round, then the third, then playoffs. What are you looking forward to?
We didn't win anything, nothing. We are actually in second place, but this is a long race. So it's not a 100-meter. I told you before, it's not a 100-meter race. So a sprint.
Yeah.
So it's a marathon, and at the end of the story, we are going to be okay. We are going to be okay.
You talk about races. Let's see if we can go on our marks.
Yes.
Ready? Set, go.
No. You beat me. No.
Well, it was great talking to you, Coach.
I'm 58 years old, so don't forget about that.
Well, you're 58.
I'm overweight.
You're not overweight,
Yes.
Coach. It was a pleasure talking to you, and thank you for inviting JPL TV to Catherine Hall. We're going to be here pretty soon to see you again.
Don't lie me.
I'm not lying
You
to
will?
you. Of course.
You're your sister, but I never see you here.
You will definitely see me on the record.
All right, I will.
Yes, so thank you for coming on to JPL TV, and all the best for the rest of the season.
All the way for JPL TV.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
all the
much,
best.
Coach.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at the points table after 10 weeks of football in the Jamaica Premier League. Here's a look at the leading goal scorers in the league so far. But you're going to want to stick around, because who will make it to the top by the end of the season?